Hello everyone, happy Sunday and welcome to tonight's stream where we are going to be jumping back into Planet Crafter. We're on planet Toxicity and we're hopefully going to clean up our first area. We kind of ran around a little bit cleaning up willy-nilly as we went, but tonight we're actually going to head over to that one spot where we got the aluminum last time and try to fully clear it out before we move on. So that's the goal. Of course, this game, I think more than any other I have ever played, has me squirreling in all kinds of directions. I never stay on task. I'm always getting distracted and going on some weird tangent. So that is the goal. That may or may not actually be how this plays out. We're gonna see. Let me say hello to everybody and then we will jump in and assess where we left off. Kevin, Brand, Bill, Sarah, Christy, Wander, Lily, welcome. Smokey, good to see you. Let's see, Crimson, welcome, good to see you. I think that's everybody. Yes, happy Wolf Newt, everyone. I've never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fun. I like the vibe. Wander says it's a made-up holiday to celebrate both the spirit of the wolf and kindness. I love it. Here we go. Pie, good to see you. Okay, so we had just made it we just made it to toxic dust, which honestly looks pretty much the same. I think maybe it's a little bit hazier, which feels like a downgrade, honestly. But we're heading towards acid rain, which should be interesting. I didn't even notice this, so I'm glad that somebody pointed it out. There was a comment on the VOD of the stream about how we unlocked the tier 2 exoskeleton right at the end. I completely missed that. Totally missed it. So we're going to craft this first and equip it. The comment also said, which I didn't know, that you don't have to take the thing off. So that was me just testing it. I didn't have to take the thing off and then put it back on. It just automatically does it, which is good. So now we can wear our jetpack. We have space for the jetpack without having to take anything off. Our plan the last time was kind of just take things off as we needed to. So we don't have to do that anymore. Here we go. How many times do I think I'll have to respawn? I don't know. But I feel like it'll be a lot. I feel like it will be a lot. So before we go too far, we don't have very much food. And we have a couple of bottles of water. I'm going to take these things out and just kind of stick them over here. Right now our storage is just a junk box. But that's okay. Eventually we'll get that sorted out. But I don't want to go too far. What do we have going on in here? Pretty much just the sorted things. A couple of the base materials. Just want to make sure I'm leaving space in this thingy. Okay, there's nothing in there though, so that's good. I don't want to run really far away to explore without having food to take with us. Did I even finish that thought? I don't think I did. All right, we also need a new pod. We're going to put a pod out there. So we're going to go 3 iron, 2 titanium, and a silicon. I'm going to leave my travel pod separate. I don't want my travel pod to get caught up in this kind of outpost pod vibe that we're going for. As we mentioned right at the end, we are going to leave a pod right on the edge. The dynamic of this game is a little bit different than the first one because my strategy before was to just carry a pod with me, and then as you run out of oxygen, you throw down the pod and boom, you're saved. The problem with that in this game is you can't build in the toxic zone. So I actually lost a lot of time and inventory space, honestly, just trying to like run my way out of the toxic zone to pop down my pod. It became kind of a problem. So we're going to go over and get to like just at the edge of where it gets toxic, and we're going to leave a base there. I might I'm torn. I might want to bring the second one and put it on the other side. Because I feel like they will get to a point. Let me go inside as I'm just watching my oxygen drain as I'm talking about this. There's a potential that we'll get too far in. So I think what we'll do is we'll still carry the extra pod in our pocket. That's what we'll do. In case we get too close to the other end and we have to come back. Because that gives us... We still have 7 spots. And we're going to build... I grabbed extra iron. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. How many do I need for this project? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we should have 6 iron. Perfect. 6 iron. 4 of these. 2 of these. Let's sort this. So we have 3 extra iron, so I can put a storage box in the outpost that's staying. That's the plan. This thing's at 84%, but yeah, we can drink. We still might die of starvation. But we need to get at least one of these things done. If we can eat this one, we'll go start our adventure. Maybe we'll find food out there. Food's a big problem for us at the moment. Food is a big problem. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, just real quick. Nope, I don't want to link them together. I want to preserve that this is what we're doing. There we go. So now we're just going to run around. Let's collect some resources. Just willy-nilly, random stuff. While we wait for the food to finish. Let's clear out our water thingy. We can go get the rest of the stuff out of that box. Would be a good use of our time. And then we'll go once that's done. Eye on my oxygen. The 3 food things should be enough now. We were kind of in a hole though, so once we get out of the hole that we've been in food-wise, those 3 should be enough to kind of keep us going for the future. Where's the box? There's the box. This is what I was looking for. Don't really have anything good left in it, but we want the stuff. So let's grab these. Okay. Where are we at? We've got 2 inventory spots left. Grab a silicon and a cobalt. No particular reason. Just because. Now we gotta get back there. We were always in kind of a rush, so I'm interested to get back over there because I feel like we cleared out a lot of the goo. But obviously not enough. There's still something like 15 spots to clear. Alright, let's see. This can all go in here. I promise I'm going to sort this out eventually. You're going to sort that out eventually. I'm going to save some of these spores because a couple of times the spores have been what we needed. Not many times, but sometimes. So we'll store some of this random stuff in here. How's my eggplant coming? 94%. Okay. I'm hoping we don't die because that would be a waste of water. Speaking of, ice would be a good thing to find. I haven't seen any in a bit. Ah, here's some. Because we're going to need a new water bottle to bring with us too. I could travel with an oxygen bottle, but generally... Oh, these are things from the meteor. I hate to give up the inventory space for something that I really probably wouldn't even remember to do. Tomorrow's going to be your Monday and your Friday. This week has such weird vibes. The kids are off, so it's like every day is the same. I almost couldn't remember what today was. I had to look it up. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Say happy Sunday at the beginning of the stream. It's Sunday. All right. I didn't even try my jetpack. All right, let's see. Are you ready? 99%. We're in a race against our food bar. All right, so 2 ice there. Come on. Yes. Okay, but see how little that did? That didn't buy us a lot of time, honestly. Let's go see if we can at least get set up out there. Oh. I took the door off, but I didn't go take the storage out. Whoops. Okay, now let's try this. Okay. There we go. I think we'll go top of the hill. I feel like that's where we mostly were. Yeah, already with the food level low warnings. Okay, see, so we get toxic like right here. And then we can kind of peek out here. You can tell by the color of the ground. All right, so let's put down our pod that's going to stay here. So put the storage box inside. This pod will live here. And then we'll figure out from there. We can see more goo right there. No, we couldn't do it. We couldn't destroy the pod with the stuff inside. That's why I had to roll back and go put the door back on to go inside. That was probably a chat delay question. Hey Nathan, good to see you. This is a really good game. Agreed. All right, let's see if we can goo bomb this goo. Because last time my goo bomb thing didn't work. Nope. How do I? There we go. Aha! It worked! That was far more effective. All right, so 23 out of 35. That got us some iron, some iridium. Okay, we're a little bit less than halfway on our oxygen. So let's run back to our pod. We're gonna make it. You do have to be careful about our toxicity too. Success. All right, let's put all the goo away. I'm gonna try to do my best to keep our inventory under control, but we need to keep the 3 iron. We gotta keep the stuff for our emergency pod. Definitely don't want to lose that. Oh, let's grab some ice while we're right here, actually. Oops. Because there's not very much ice near home, but there's a lot of ice over here. So let's grab some ice. And then maybe head back to check on our other eggplants. The good news is with that pod staying there, we shouldn't get into one of those terrible death loops. Because that pod just lives there now. It's a really unfortunate thing that I didn't expect last time. That we just keep respawning where our pod used to be. It's a big flaw in my old design plan. I agree, the music is really good. Ominous sometimes for no good reason. Yeah, good point. I really shouldn't jinx myself, huh? Alright, let's head back. We're gonna go the long way and we'll collect ice primarily. Grab that mushroom too. We don't see them very often anymore. We still need it. I didn't have a chance to try the demo for Kentum yet. I didn't. Hopefully I will this week. I had a lot going on last week. Normally I don't do too much. Uh-oh. Don't fall damage myself. But I actually was out of the house a ton last week. It was crazy. I was tired. It wasn't even anything super strenuous. It's like just normally I, do the basics. Grocery shopping, some errands, nothing crazy. All right, good. These eggplants are done. Perfect. Okay, we can eat 2 of them. Make a few water bottles. I know, I had to wear real pants. And grocery shopping is a bad example because, like, that's usually a quick errand for me. I'm pretty fast at it. So usually, on the average week, there's only one day that I have big plans outside of the house where I'm going to be out for a couple of hours at a time. So just outside the normal kids. Oh, nope, don't do that. I put the stuff away from my pod. 3 iron, 2 titanium, and a silicon. 3 iron, 2 titanium. Okay, so we're 1 iron up. I don't even care about that. Ooh, tier 3 drill. What's that going to take us? 2 aluminum. So you still need to find a really good aluminum source. Oh yeah, but so last week, just the 5-day school week, I was out of the house for 3 days for the majority of like hours of the day. It was a lot. Oh, we have to do a Costco run? Yeah, good luck. I went on Friday. I already hate going on Friday. The end of the week Costco is always worse than the beginning of the week Costco. We were going to go at the beginning of the week, but then my mother usually picks me up and we go together, and her car battery was dead. So instead of going to Costco, I had to drive to their house to help jump their car so that they could go get their battery replaced. See, this is one of the things that took hours of my day. So then we couldn't go on Monday. We ended up having to go on Friday, and it was a lot. There was a line to get in. It was just a lot. Good deals though. And got most of the rest of the stuff that we needed for Thursday. The kids are cooking this year for Thursday, so pretty excited for that. Minnie Blue's going to be making her macaroni and cheese. Kiddo's making stuffing. Yeah, like a big line outside the door to get into the Costco. Back in the day, I say back in the day like it's been so long. You used to be able to like go in a little bit early. Like they would just kind of open the doors a little early so you can get in ahead of their 10 o'clock actual open time. But now they changed it to where if you have the executive membership, you get to go in an hour early. So if you don't have the executive membership, then I think that's what's causing there to be a line at the door. Is anyone that has to actually wait for opening time, which it didn't used to be. Oof. I'm running for my pod. Running to the pod. But no, this is the first time I've ever actually seen a line and had to wait in the line. But we got there. So they open at 10, but if you have the executive membership, you can go in at 9. But we got there at 9:58. And we've never quite timed it that way. Hey, Jonathan, good to see you. Don't forget to filter the water. Yes. Do you have to filter all of the water? I have a water filter in that water down there, but we only have the one so far. Yeah, it was just a before opening line. We should probably make more of those water filtery things. We're taking a lot less. No, the lines inside were pretty bad too, but no, not like that. Just a line to wait to get in. All right, so we should spread more of those water thingies around. I never did figure out if they work if we don't empty them. Because that's the problem that I'm going to have, is remembering to like run around and empty them all. We have 6 more spots to clean. 3 more spots to clean. Ooh, we uncovered a button. I want to push the button. We need to push the button. All right, let's get out of here. We've got 2 more. Hey, Pacific, good to see you. Let me hop in here, and then we're going to take a look at what those take to make. There we go. Mushrooms and 2 microplastics. Okay, yeah, not too bad. They don't take very much energy. I'm not sure where we have water over here, or if we do. We're missing 2 goo. I'm assuming that they're all, like when it says toxic elements, it's goo. Grab this mushroom, that might come in handy. Because this, I'm assuming, is all part of the same toxic zone. This whole bit right here. This might be a situation of where we try to get out of it on the other side. Because we're pretty far now, with half of our oxygen gone. See if we can get out over here. We might not make it. Not being able to build in the toxicity is a real problem. Oh, we're out. I didn't even notice. How long have we been out? How long have we been out of there? Because I was still just running. Okay, now we're back in it. I want to run over and hop into the pod real quick, so just in case we die, our refresh point is in the pod, not that other spot that no longer has a pod. We'll reset our spawn point here. I'm not sure where else the goo is. We gotta go push the button, though. I bailed out on that. Let's go down this way. We're out of the toxicity now. Like, there's still whatever that whole thing is. Whoa. Bit of a delay there and it loading in. Okay. Let's go push the button. We rode up in that thing real quick last time. I don't think we were super thorough looking around because we were pretty worried about the oxygen situation. This might be a situation of needing to push the button. This probably doesn't do anything. Yeah, nothing happened. There's so much cool stuff, but I'm so afraid of my oxygen that we're not really doing much. We're not getting anywhere. It's the dramatic music. Probably shouldn't have stopped to collect something on an oxygen death run. Have I played... How do you pronounce that? Nessus? I've heard of it. I've never played it. The answer is no, I have never played it. I also don't know how it's pronounced. Alright, let's go for this. Head home and check our eggplants. We're missing 2 toxic elements, and I'm not really sure what they could be. So I think our next run in there is going to focus on taking things apart. Actually, you know what? My oxygen's okay. Let's empty this water thing. It's not... Wait. Is the water not toxic anymore? Production time 80 seconds. It's been longer than 80 seconds. Was the water no longer toxic from that one? 90%, 70%, 70%. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. No, it is what I wanted. Water bottle. Okay. Let's put in the goo and these things. The mushroom in there. Store some ice, just in case we need it. Alright, we should probably still be focusing on the things, you know? Like, we kind of moved on from the things. We don't have iridium rods, but we also never made the advanced crafting station. We don't have the aluminum for it, so we should probably focus on that. We only have 1 iridium. We could make another tier 1 heater, but honestly, is it even worth it? But I think we still have a tier 1. We do. So we could take down the tier 2, or take down the tier 1 and put in another tier 2. Because didn't we get an iridium from somewhere? Am I making that up? I might be making that up. Maybe I'm thinking of that uranium piece. I swear we got an iridium from something. Still stuff in this box? Oh, I totally do. You know what? We probably should travel with an oxygen capsule. I'm gonna do it. For this. Because we have the tier 3 drills. And I think I have 2 aluminum. I thought we got one. Did I use it for something? Oh, you know what? I probably left it in the... I left it in the other pod. That's what I did. Alright, so we can make a tier 3 drill. We're gonna have to move all this stuff, honestly. Like, I never intended to have this giant drill thing next to my base like we did the last time. And these start getting really big. Now they're interfering with each other. It's fine. It's a mess that I'll clean up eventually. critical food level. If we could find one food packet, just one, then that would be enough to get us ahead, and we would be ending this toxic cycle of repetitive eggplant eating. Because we just can't catch up. Even with the 3 of them, we can't get ahead of it. But if we could get our energy or hunger full without relying on the eggplants, and I think that would just be enough to tip the scales. I'd have to plan out a hunger death so I'm not wasting water either. But that might be enough to also tip the scales. Yeah, here's the iridium. There it is. Okay, so the button didn't do anything. We need 2 more things. We've done 33 out of 35 toxic elements. But I don't see any evidence. Yeah, the goal was to find the beans for sure. So far we've only found eggplant, but we haven't really been around too much. Aha, goo. Gotta get around to the other side, maybe? There we go. Okay, this area is no longer toxic. Perfect. Okay, so let's put our secondary pod here. And now we're just going to explore this place without having to worry about it. Because now we can build here, so we can put that down. And let's actually kind of look through. This is like jail cells or something. I mean, probably not, but doesn't it look like it? There's a lot of seats. Use? I can sit in the seat. How do I get out this? Okay, right. Wait, what? How did I end up outside? It must have put me out behind the chair, which automatically put me out back. Yeah, so we need the tier 2. Ooh, squash. I'm pretty sure squash is better too. Ah, food! Space food, yes! I think squash is better than eggplant as well. There we go. Can we take apart this thing? Yeah, we can. Take it apart so we don't get confused by it. Okay, hop in the pod. My inventory's full. I don't want to get into the nonsense of inventory in both locations, so I am still going to run this stuff back to the storage box over here. It's not super efficient, but we're bringing it to the halfway point. Look at our cute little base. Yeah, base near all this stuff would be really cool. This is a really cool built up. I like this. I mean, it's bad that it killed the planet, obviously, but I like the industrial build vibe compared to the other one that was like, let's put the squash seed away. It was like crashed spaceships and stuff. The vibe of this is just way cooler in my opinion. Look at the planets. So pretty. Hey Nana, good to see you. Alright, let's hop up here again. We kind of rushed through it last time. Let's see if we were thorough in here. I'm sure there's more to break down. Those look like you should be able to open them, but you can't. Alright, out here. Nothing can be broken down. Aha, we left stuff up here. Another goo grenade. It'll come in handy later, not so much right now. Okay, so thoroughly explored up here. This way. Hey, Lunas, good to see you. I'm lost. What else is new? Ah, here's my pod. That's the other problem, is my pod doesn't stand out that much. Can we get in this thing? Oh, we can. Hello. More squash. Drink the water, eat the food. Start being a little more careful about what I'm taking. Whoa! Uh-oh. Oh, this could be really bad, guys. I don't know where we're going! Oh, we have oxygen here! Oh, we're good. Okay, we're on an adventure. But this place has oxygen in it. This is really cool! This is so cool! Look at it! There's a lot of goo down there. This is really cool. There is a storage box in here. I don't think I can build. Can I build in here? No. Especially not when we're moving. Oops. Oh god, I can fall out. Okay, don't get near the door. How far are we going? It's still going. Do you think that's where we're going? Are we gonna crash into that one? Because the path is blocked. Oh good, we stopped. Where the heck are we? Oh, look at the big, like, machinery thing. This is so cool. But scary. But cool. More food. Ah, that was a waste of food, but that's okay. We're gonna take the fabric. Let's get rid of this and take the fabric instead. Oh, geez, don't do that. Oh, is that the good food? I think that's the good food. Okay, hold on. Back to the pod that's not going to kill us. Alright, let's see. Put away the food, the aluminum, the blueprints.
You're awesome!
Hey, Christy, thank you so much for continuing to be a member. All this stuff is going to come back with us, so I feel pretty fine about doing that. Let's go see if we can jump out of here without dying, because I'm pretty sure that that's a pile of the good food. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Yeah. Oh, no, it's the regular food. Okay, it just looks like this outside the pod. But you know what? That's okay, because it's still a lot of food. I don't feel good about going at that angle, not gonna lie. So I think that this is the end of our adventure, for now. We feel very far from home. I don't feel like we thoroughly even finished exploring the original place. And I really, really, really don't want to die out here. Ah, launch platform. All right. Oh, okay. Toxicity down here. There's 49 toxic things here. That whole thing was aluminum scrap, so that's perfect. Yeah, so this just brought us right down to the bottom. Okay, let's go back up. That's pretty handy, actually. I like that. And then this thing's here is an automatic pod. Now, if we push the button... Oh, good. Goes back the other way. I figured it would. I figured that it would. But I was still a little bit nervous. So now we can enjoy this ride back. And put down the landing pad. Let's take a look at our inventory. I would think so too, Sarah. I agree. The button outside calls it to you if you're not on the side that currently has it. I'm going to take all the stuff that we want the most home with us. And we're going to do a run back to the main base, I think. Actually, you know what? We've got so much food here. Let's just drop this in the pod storage. The aluminum is going to be great. We can do a couple of tier 2 things with that. Oh, jeez. My headphone battery is low. The very loud announcement in my ear just told me that. I'll plug that in while we're enjoying the scenery of this ride. I was just thinking to myself earlier, when was the last time I charged my headphones? It's probably due to be done. Alright, we're back home. Perfect. Let's hop in here just to reset our spawn point. I bet I would hope that the little ship car thingy serves as a spawn point. We could test that for science. We'd have to be, like, willing to die. So let ourselves starve down a bit. Let ourselves run out of water a bit. Although water's pretty easy to come by as long as we can find ice. But, I wonder, like, if we hop in the pod... Especially since our backup pod's right there. Oh, man, I forgot this place is full. So maybe we do go all the way home. We can plant our squash... Yeah, maybe we do go home. We'll leave some of this here. A lot to bring home. I'd like to see what's on these blueprints. Maybe we can add some stuff. Let's go home. Hey, TJ, good to see you. We could, yes, we could also just put more storage in there. That would also work. That would also 100% work. With this aluminum, what do we want to build? I want to take a look at the board and see what we are most short of. Forgot about the jetpack. Okay. So like what's moving the slowest? It's still heat. Pressure's not going awesome either. We're halfway though. Halfway to acid rain. All right, let's take this one and change it to be squash. Can't remember if squash is better than eggplant or not, but I'm sure it'll be good. All right, we're gonna put all our food away. That away. Let's do the blueprints. I love that there's a monorail. That's so fun. Ooh, the compass. Okay. Tier 2 mining speed. That would be nice too. Do we even have the tier 1? I don't even know if we ever made the tier 1. Nope. I think we did. Okay, so we need magnesium, 2 silicon, magnesium, 2 silicon, a super alloy, and an aluminum. 2 silicon and magnesium. Eventually you can make meals, I think, yeah, out of like the beans. There's that whole room that you can craft stuff. Yeah, we can make cookies. Okay, there we go. So now we have the tier 2 mining speed upgrade. That'll help us out. And then the compass. Ooh. The compass takes 2 aluminum. Is that what I want to spend my money on? We also don't even have the flashlight. 2 magnesium and a silicone gets us the flashlight. Should do that. This is the only game where the space cookies aren't a lie. Space cookies are always a lie. Okay, now we have the flashlight. Yeah, putting our base near the monorail would be really good. The other thing is, we could move this stuff or we could just rebuild it. It doesn't really matter. Let's put the goo in here. Let's put the seed in here. This thing, tier 2 filter. We would need 2 plastic polymer, 2 of these things, and a mushroom, right? Yeah. All right, let's do that. Let's upgrade that thingy so we can go in for longer. Being in the toxic area isn't really the problem at the moment. It's our oxygen while we're in there. Let's drink our water. 91%. We're going to take the eggplants. All right, let's head back. Let's head back. But yeah, we don't have to take all this stuff with us. We can leave it over here. And just bring the crafting stations and like the food stations, that kind of stuff. But it does seem like this stop on the monorail would be a really convenient place. We still have to go check out that side. Yeah, thank goodness you don't have to run power lines. It all just kind of exists in the world. I mean, that can be our place of random drills and nonsense. Okay, we're gonna put in a second storage locker. Of course, I centered that one, so now it's not gonna work well. But that's okay. All right, so that'll help us out over here. I forgot to leave the fabric at home, so we're gonna put that in there. It's fine. I still don't think we've thoroughly looked over this place and taken apart all the scrap and done all that kind of stuff, so we got distracted by our monorail trip. Like, these scrap piles, I don't think are the cool ones. It's just going to give us, like, yeah, it's metal scraps, titanium and iron. Yeah, just titanium and iron. That was some magnesium. Electronic scraps. It's going to give us silicon and cobalt. Ooh, grass spreader. Iron for the debris. All right, the kiddos are here to say goodnight, so we will pause this and I will be right back. Mini Blue and Kiddo say goodnight. I'm chuckling because the countdown for her to unmute me went 5, 2, 1. Alright, so this is a good way to get iridium. Is out of these storage boxes. Top in here for our oxygen. Pockets are already kind of full. We looked through there. That wasn't anything interesting. This is just construction debris. Ooh, but there's a box back here. That's a good seed. Aluminum. Another squash seed. Not super necessary. I feel like we're gonna have to eventually come to a whole second pass of everywhere. Let's assess here for a moment where we would put our own base. My inventory's full, but let's take a look at this. Food, aluminum, a microchip. Okay, so there's cool stuff up here. It seems like maybe just right out here. And then over this overhang might be the way to do it. Because all of the other sides are like steep cliffs. Ooh, I'm not watching my oxygen. Uh-oh. Okay, we made it. We made it. Floating base through the top of the tower? That would be annoying to get to, though. That wouldn't be very good for emergency oxygen issues. I'm thinking like right here. And then floating off that way into the distance. I might even want to put a base down for it. So I can try to keep everything level later. But like right here would be our kind of floor level. Or do we want to go up so we have stairs? Now we'll go this way. Can I still put stairs on this though? Come on. I can never get them like arranged right. Come on, sink it in. There we go. Locked in. Okay. Now we need... The only thing I don't love about this is the pods don't like snap necessarily to the base. It's like it's off. We'd be able to, it's gonna go this way. So even though this part's not that high, the back side of it is gonna end up really high. Ooh, oxygen. I'm probably going to need to end up with like a super big staircase from the other side, so depending on which direction we're coming from, we can get in without having to run all the way up the hill. So yeah, this is going to be off a little bit, but I think it just is what it is, honestly. Doesn't clip from here. Alright, so how far can I go? Not very. Let's go break down some more basic components. There's a lot of building materials right here. That's pretty handy. Oops. I already can't pick up that much. Because there are going to be the other rooms eventually. Like, we'll start putting on the modules that we don't have unlocked yet. Let's... Yeah, titanium. Can you build ladders going from the bottom of your pod up inside? I don't know. Honestly, I don't see why you couldn't. But I've never tried it. I think it's mag or titanium that I was missing. Gotta decide a style that I'm gonna go for here. Like, do I still want to go with the same kind of courtyardish build? I don't think I do. If anything, I might put a glass floor on it for the section that we have, like, out further. 2 iron and a titanium. Yeah, do we have space? Let's grab 3 iron and put a storage box in here. And that way... What? That there's just no iron anywhere? Okay. That always seems to be the case. There's another one. Oh, now we can make our own goo explosives. There we go. Storage box. Let's just put some random nonsense in here that we don't need for what we're currently doing, which is just kind of gathering basic building materials. Okay, inventory's full again. Okay, let's make this place bigger. Ooh, nuclear reactors. We're not ready for that yet. I can't remember. Like, I know we had a hallway of storage. I don't remember much else about the design of our old base. But I think I might do the same thing. Hallway of storage down this thing. Hey Claudette, good to see you. Last Caretaker looks so good. I've been watching some people play it. What was I doing? I already forget. We can put some crafting stuff up here. I know that when we have auto crafters, we want them to be kind of central to all this stuff. Yeah, that's right. Our cabinets made our hallways. That's what it was. And we could do that again here. Because then we made our own hallway of cabinets, which would then work out when it came to our crafting thingies. I remember we had our like auto crafty thing over here. It got really confusing towards the end. That I remember. That I remember. Okay, so we don't want to go too crazy. We don't want to go too crazy. Drink something. I actually have food. want more iron without all the rest of the stuff that comes with it. That path going down here. What did we leave in the pod? Moving stuff is going to be a whole process. A whole process. Grab the basics out of here. This is going to be our emergency pod still, so I'm going to leave it parked there so we don't lose it. I know, could you imagine if we walked the whole monorail and then realized? That would be a very Bluebell thing to do, though, let's be honest. Let's be real, it would be a very, very Bluebell thing to do. We'd call it from the other end. We still need this advanced crafting station. So then we can make the, like, the rods for the tier 3 thingies. I feel like we got to tier 3 much faster than our exploration. And I don't know if it's sped up, but this is the first time that I feel like we're at tier 3 things and not even close to the materials that we need to craft in tier 3. Hey, Schwinn, good to see you. Yeah, so it kind of went like this. No more iron. Oh, not enough iron. Gotta get some blueprints. Some of this stuff, like, I don't want to build the screens over, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do all that over again. So we've got to get ourselves set up. Our Lerba seeds are at home. We can actually put in some grass spreaders. That's going to be fun. Putting grass over here will be very fun. I think it's time to start making some storage runs. We need a lot more iron. Let's go. Look for iron. Just iron. All we want is iron. So we can put in a ton more storage. Actually, do we want to strip down the other base completely? I feel like it'll be more of an outpost, so it probably doesn't need, like, the main things anymore. We at least want to get our stuff moved over. Our base looks like it would be a rocket ship, kind of. Okay, more storage. There we go. Okay, I think we have the space to kind of start doing... Apparently my caps lock is on. Iron, titanium, cobalt, silicon, magnesium. We need a magnesium box. All right, we want it to be like that one, but over here. Okay. What did I just say we didn't have? Magnesium? 2 more iron. We do need a beacon. We for sure will. We don't even have one yet, though. That takes aluminum, too. Everything takes aluminum. Alright, let's start moving this stuff where it goes. At least a little bit. Then we can take this down and put that in place. Actually, I might leave this one here as like the miscellaneous one for now. For things like the iridium, the stuff that has no other home. Like the mushrooms. Cobalt will go in here. We want an aluminum box. Actually, the aluminum can probably stay. Let's go check our pod. Honestly, we can take this whole pod down. It no longer serves a purpose. No, I take it back. We're going to leave it until we're done moving the other base, just in case. Because I haven't actually tested to make sure that we can get through all the way without having to stop for oxygen in the middle. Let's take the iron back from here, though. We can take the iron, the aluminum. Yeah, it's a nice little middle spot. We might need it. I'm going to leave the goo and stuff here. We're going to take the food and the flour, though. And we're just going to take this whole box. I'm going to grab iron on the way so I can make more boxes. Let's put this in. We're definitely gonna have more window walls for sure. Eat our eggplant. We gotta get our food moved over here. How many of these can I fit? We're still going. That lined up with what we had there. It is. Okay, perfect. So, aluminum. Iridium. Uranium. Okay. So that's kind of our main stuff. Aluminum box, the iron box. This is where we're going to put our food, seeds, fabric. Kind of the nonsense for right now. We do have some sulfur. We found sulfur. Good point. That is a box that we do not have. Let's make this the sulfur box for now. Because we only have like 1 uranium. So it can share. Iridium, uranium. Oh, that's annoying. Iridium. No, I want to make it like uranium. We're leaving off the M because I can't handle it going down to a second level. We only have 1 sulfur. The boxes can probably continue this way to the end of the hall, really. Because our path will definitely fit. I'm just not sure yet if we're going to go off in other directions. So I don't know if I want to block the access to the opening. Our screens and stuff are going to go here. What does it take to make a window wall? I can totally do it. This will look out towards home. Honestly, this should be a window too. We need a cobalt. Good thing we have a box for that. Oh, I don't want all of it. I just want 1. Now we can look out this whole section. I'll probably put the screens on this part of the wall, though. And this is where we might have, like, our small boxes. Not the big chest, but, like, the small ones for our, like, go box. Where we have just food and water that we need to grab. Okay, let's see if we can make it to the old base without stopping. If we just run straight there. We could make it a display room. We already do have a display thingy. Let's head this way. Our new base isn't really near any water. But we don't necessarily need it. There's a couple POIs in the distance. We gotta decide which ones we're gonna go for next. Oh yeah, we can easily make it this far. Easy. Alright, so what are we gonna bring? We want to bring our food growers. For sure. We for sure want that. We want our crafty thingy. And then we want our screens. Okay, we can't take all of them. We'll take that. Now our pockets are full. Should have taken the big screens. Would have been a smarter idea. And did I grab water? Oh, good. I did, but that water was for our food machine, so we gotta grab a new water. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. See what I mean about squirreling in this game, though? Because the goal was exploration. Technically, the main goal was clearing the toxicity from this place, which we did do. We did accomplish that. But the vibe was exploration. Because we still need to find the biomes for the main resources that we need. Like aluminum, iridium, and uranium. Sulfur was down there. Let's put our food growers here. Grower. Okay, we're gonna go with 2. The squash is better. The eggplants are 25 food, squash are 40. So we're going to trade that squash for an eggplant, and we'll do 2 eggplants and a squash. Ooh, wrong button. Eventually when we find beans, beans are best. Our crafting station. Just put it right there. Well, no, I don't like that. If anything, I want it kind of tucked in next to the storage a bit so it doesn't stick out so far. So maybe I do want to put it here in this corner. Kind of fits nicely. And then maybe this just becomes our go box. With our food. That in the window. Should have turned it the other way. That's okay. What else did we bring? Or what else did we break down? Oh, our screens. Okay. Which screens were they? I don't remember. So we're just going to stick the resources for them in the box. And then we'll go from there. Let's go back and grab the rest of the screens. I think that and probably the crafting stuff for our toxic things is the only other stuff we really need to bring over to make that our new working base. And I think we can get all that in this one trip. Obviously, there's a lot of storage that we'll need to go back and forth. I still will have a lot of resources over here. I want to go over there. That looks like a really cool POI. So does the one at the bottom of the hill over there. We have to put in some grass thingies, which I think means we're going to need more power. Yeah. Global purification is only at 2%. We're definitely going to end up with a second level. I think what we'll do is probably have a second level of like these silly machines like we did in the last one. Okay. See, these things are so pretty, but I think we can leave them here. These boxes are all empty. This one is not. This one is not. Let's bring the super alloy, the stuff that we can't get over there. The aluminum, the super alloy. We just brought all this food and water over here too. Let's get the lerma seed. We need that to put in our seed grass thingy. And then let's eat the eggplants. Get those out of our pocket. And bring some food for our new go box. And then we'll focus. This is going to be a couple trips. I might do some of the rest of this off screen. Just like the moving of all the stuff. I want to see if this ever did get more water. It did not. Okay, so this water is not toxic anymore. Yeah, we'll have to decide where to put the ladder because the second floor being for storage, I do like. For like a functionality of the base kind of way, I don't like playing with a second story. I have to stop in there. If that makes sense. I find the sudden jump to a different level to be very jarring. So I don't like it much for something we're going to have to do all the time. But it is handy for like random stuff that just needs to be present, but not really worked on frequently. That's true. The second I play without you guys, I will die in some ridiculous way. And then I'm going to come back and be like, so guys, this is what you missed. About that time I said nothing was going to happen. We don't have a super alloy box. I'm gonna put it with the aluminum for now. Oh, I just put all that stuff away and I needed it, I think. Hold on. I gotta make our screens again. The terraformation screen went on this wall. Then we had the progress screen here next to it. Yeah, okay, so iron. I wish these would go... We're going to need the desk, if not more than one. I wish these would go on the wall, but they weren't meant to be desk bound. Can we fit 2 of them? It's like maybe not. Of course, we don't have any iron in our iron box. Iron's the one thing we can't seem to keep track of, but that makes sense because we're using it the most for all sorts of random stuff. This is all electronic scrap, but we're still getting iron from it, so I'll take it. This place is going to be real clean by the time we're done. There already isn't very much scrap left. Don't think another one will fit next. Oh, it does. Oh, good. We can connect them. That's fantastic. Okay. Blueprint screen. Energy level screen. Transmission screen. Oh, we didn't have that one before. We need this toxicity screen. We didn't even make this one. The transmissions one. An iron and a silicon. Silicon. Iron. With a little chair at our desk. This looks really cool though, through the windows. Like as we're coming up, you can see our screens through the windows. I love the look of that. That one's a little far forward, which is going to annoy me. Okay, let's try this again. Better. And good enough. Oh, we need a communication antenna. That's right. Iron, silicon, aluminum. 15 energy, though. Yeah, we gotta get on our energy. What's my power? 0.4 available. 0.4 power available. Yeah, that's not gonna work out so great. Oh, we're at the acid rain stage. We made it to acid rain. Next step, toxic eruptions. Cool. Alright, let's put some stuff away. This one's just going to be our go box of food and miscellaneous things for the moment. Put our Lerma seed in there. Water bottle. I know, right? It does sound like it's getting worse. We made it to acid rain. The next is toxic eruptions. It very much feels like we're going in the wrong direction. It really, really does. Okay, let's go. I just want to look through this place once more and make sure we're not missing anything. I know that we left some stuff in this second story place. Yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta take care the solar panel down. We can just immediately go build it again. Take as much as we can out of this. Okay, so this one on the end is the one that still has stuff in it. Now, question is, would it be cool if that solar panel already counted? Tier 2 for that thingy. So yeah, we can leave that tier 1 behind if we make the tier 2. Energy is 42? That's wild. That's 3 tier 2 solar panels just to run this thingy. That's when you need the nuclear reactor. We gotta get on that. Nuclear power is gonna be required for this thing. 42 energy is wild. For now, let's go put in the solar panel. stick it way over there. Once I'm the one that built it, now it should be counting for me, right? Yes, 19 available. Okay, perfect. Oh no! Ah, water! Water! We'll get a chair when we have fabric. Did I finish saying that? I don't think I did. But when we have fabric, we'll have a chair. Because it takes 2. Okay, heaters are what we really need. I think that we need to get back on track for exploration. Because... Did I just put the wrong thing in there? Yes, I did. And magnesium goes in this one. I think we have the majority of the stuff moved over. Not any of the purification stuff, but that's okay, honestly. I don't hate that. That was a waste. I was trying to move it over and I drank it by accident. Whoops. Whoopsies. All right, let's grab the rest of the stuff out of up here, though, before I move on. And let's see if there's anything else we can take down. Like, I didn't realize that solar panel was even still there. So what else are we forgetting about? Take the spores all out of here. Blueprint in there too. Okay. Ooh, tier 2 agility boots. Fun. What do those take? Fabric. Okay. Gotta get on that. This can go in here. Food can go in here. We'll put the seed in there. I do need a new storage box for the kind of toxic things, and I think I'm gonna put that on this hallway. Or maybe even tucked in behind all this. Those kind of line up in the same way. No, this one's further over. I know it doesn't really matter, especially with them on opposite sides of the hallway, but we're gonna just leave it. So I might put that like toxic processor thingy right here, maybe, or on this wall. We'll see. But for now, that's where that stuff can go. Iron, aluminum. Oops, I don't even have any of that. Cobalt. And titanium. Okay. Let's do a quick scan here to make sure there's nothing else I should be or could be breaking down. Like that solar panel. We're going to take our pod back. This will be our travel pod for now. Did we leave anything in here? These, but we don't have that ship yet. We will have to remember that that's there, though. Food level's low. I do want to go see what's in this car, because this car is stuck on the track. This track doesn't have a button. Okay, this car completely does not work. There's no oxygen in this car. So it is a non-functional. That comes out the other side. Ooh, a bean seed. Sweet. Okay, beans make the best food, so we can take one of our squash and then we'll have an eggplant, a squash, and a bean. Technically, we should probably switch out our eggplant, honestly. Eventually, we'll need the eggplants. Like, different recipes will require them, so we'll still want to be growing them. But by then, that's when we always had, like, that big growing room in the back. Okay, just made it. Just made it. Okay, so for now... I don't even care that, well, no, I care. We're gonna wait for that to be finished. I changed my mind. I do care. Okay, let's put that here, along with these things. This is gonna have to get rearranged. This piece in particular is gonna get all moved around. That can all go here. There we go. And we'll put away the food. So we've got one option, water, food, and then the beans. Like 91%. I mean, we don't have to wait, I guess. We can just plant the beans later. Let's go. I didn't see anything else we could break down. We grabbed all the solar panels. We grabbed all of the scrap. See any other scrap that could go down? It's just these boxes. And there's all this stuff. We can clear up the area of it. But yeah, that's really it. Okay. I'm tempted to say that the next area we do should be at the end of the monorail. But I feel like, I mean, the monorail ride is kind of long. It's not crazy, but it is pretty long for it to be like a really good back and forth kind of starting place. So look, what are our options? Our options are back that way. There's that cool POI back past the old base. There's whatever that mess is down there. We ran down there at one point. That looks like it has some potential. And it's pretty close to home. And then Tier 1 blueprint pinning? Pinning? Oh yeah, Lily, we can ride the monorail. Yes, the monorail takes us all the way to the other side. It's a fun ride. We'll take a ride on it. Let's take a ride. Oh, okay, it's the pinning for the blueprints. That takes a microchip? Lame. Okay, let's do it. Let's take the monorail. I think that one at the bottom of the hill is going to be our main focus. It does look like the kind of place that would have super mutants, doesn't it? Okay, emergency pod. There's still stuff in here. That's okay. And you just push the button, and then the monorail goes. And we can just look out the window. I think that'll be our next main location down there, though. The next major goal. We'll do a bit at the end of the monorail, though. Our main goal is to find the resources that we don't have. And that we need. I forgot all about osmium until we just needed it for that ship, too. There's a box down there. There's a little platform right there. There's so much we have to build still. We need to make the landing pad thingy. So we can launch rockets to put like the satellites up in space. Oh yeah, we can sit in the seats. Because yeah, but yes, we're not going to test it, but we do have the ability to sit here. We have the little use thingy. But yeah, based on what happened in the last one, I'm not going to do it. Because we popped out on the outside of it. And this would be a terrible place to do that. The good news is our inventory is fairly empty. All we have is 1 food, water, and oxygen, and our emergency pod. So it wouldn't be terrible if we died here. Trying to look to see. I don't see anything on the ground here. There's a little box right there. This is the end of the line. Yeah. This is the end of the line. So this is where the monorail takes us. The problem is, yeah, we'll test it when we get home. Because here, we're up in the air. If I did it here, we'd fall down. What a terrible way to die. Although, I guess it would be a good way to test if this is a spawn point for the purposes of... that looks really cool. For the purpose of, like, if we die, are we going to go back to the base? My hydration's not that low. Okay, so now we come out at the bottom. And now we have to worry about scraps and goo. Can't build in here. So we gotta keep an eye on our oxygen because we have to get up that thing and then into the car. I wonder how long it takes to get through this toxic zone. That looks cool from over here. Yeah, I would say that that's probably what the first button is for if you end up on the wrong end of it. I'm gonna lose this ladder, guys. It's probably safest to have a pod down at the bottom. Like a just outside the toxic zone pod. It's kind of hard to tell from up here where that would be. But there's 49 toxic things to clean. We have a storage box right here. Nothing too exciting. Just some seeds. There's a lot of goo right there. We don't have any goo grenades. Okay, now I need to drink something. Oh, you can't even... Yeah. I don't think we need this much toxic goo. I say that, though, and then we're going to suddenly need an insane amount of toxic goo. Alright, let's put all the seeds away, the aluminum away, the iridium can go in there. What did it take to make the goo grenades? I'm not sure because you make them, I think, on this thingy, and we haven't looked at it. I gotta move that to our new base. The goo in here, too. Okay, let's keep clearing this goo. I might, on our next one, just try to run as far as I can and see if we can make it out the other end of the toxicity or not. I guess we'd have to run like halfway till our oxygen is about halfway. So we still have time to turn back if we don't make it. Because we would want to be able to turn back. This looks like aluminum scrap. It is. Okay, that's the scrap we want. I think I'm gonna just leave all this toxic goo sitting on the ground. There we go. I think this is probably enough toxic goo. But what do I know? I mean, it's a limited resource, or seems like it is anyway. Okay, what we want is all that scrap. This is not where I was. This is where I was. Like, wait a minute, that's not the right scrap. This is the scrap that we're looking for. We're halfway, 25 out of 49. Okay. Oxygen is getting a little iffy. Oh, my inventory's full. It looks like the getting out of the toxicity is right over here. It is. Okay, so this is out of the toxic zone. There we go. Okay, so we've got a pod at the bottom. Just in case. We can see it pretty clearly, so... Whoa, this opens. Already only 10 left. 9 left. Nothing cool in here. I do want the Lerma seed for sure. We're closest to this place. Alright, we've got the vibe for right here. Let's take all this home. Bye! That little place looks cool. Let's take this home. And let's go down to the one at the bottom of the hill. So we're kind of splitting our focus a little bit. The one thing that we know for sure about this little spot we're running around in, though, is that there is no... Like, it's not the biome that we're looking for. I eat my food before I die here. The monorail's super fun. And when we get home, we're going to bring in the aluminum. We have a ton of aluminum now, though, because of all the scrap, which is really good. So we can build a bunch more stuff. The first thing I want to build is the grass spreader. I want to start getting some plant life going. This place looks cool. I wonder if there's other functioning monorails. I imagine we can get in, like, run under the tracks in order to get in here. This would be a fun place to explore, too. I imagine we just follow, like, underneath the tracks. Like, that monorail line looks like it should work. It's probably way down the other end that it's collapsed. Because there's no recall button. Okay, let's go put some stuff away. Now, we left our emergency pod over there, so we currently do not have an emergency pod, which is risky. Okay, grass spreader. 2 water, and oh, that's how we didn't make it, because we didn't have, well, we don't have ice, so we don't have water. Alright, we gotta grab some ice. We didn't have the power for it, that's why I didn't do it immediately. We're gonna grab this pod, and that's gonna be our new adventure pod that will probably move down to the bottom of the hill. Because we did establish that we can go from this base to the other one without any problems. So let's see what's in here. What did we leave behind? There's lots of goo. Okay. We're gonna have to take a few times before we can actually have it be empty. Need another ice. We need at least 2 water for this grass spreader, and we don't have any water to drink. We want to make sure we can make one of those as well. That's the plan. I really like this planet a lot. Yeah, see? Low hydration. Actually, getting in that area might be kind of hard now that I'm thinking about it. Hold on, let me jump this in here and then we'll go look. Because it's up a cliff. This perfectly fits. We're gonna have to put another toxic goo storage box next to this one. Alright, water. 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 Magnesium and aluminum. Okay. Let's put it right here in our front yard. Let's grow some grass in our front yard. That'll be fun. Okay, top up on the oxygen, drink our water. This plant goes in here. Let's grab a food. Let's eat a food. Oh yeah, let's grab the bean seed now that our eggplants. I want to make sure we're picking up the food so that we don't lose track of it. That way it keeps growing and we keep producing food without having to wait for it. Okay, so let's go grab this pod. The dramatic music. Let's grab this pod and head down the hill. We gotta move our water purifier to a new thing of water, too. If it's doing us any good over where it is. Be a next step. Okay, this thing is empty. We just didn't have the space to break it down. Okay. Let's go down the hill. I already forgot that what I was going to look at was getting into that other biome. Looks like maybe we go down. There's so much ice here. It's really what we need, I think, is to just do a big old ice run. This is where the sulfur lives. There's so much sulfur. All right, let's build our pod. We're having a hard time finding ice in our other locations. We'll need an ice box at this point. But there's so much right here. Okay, that feels good to start. We'll ditch it all right in here for now. Don't have any water, so we got to keep an eye on that. All right, so that we've done 6 out of 52 goo cleanups in this area. The toxicity here is still pretty bad. This place is interesting. Is this an actual ladder we can climb? Yes, it is. Got to be very careful here because I can already see myself getting confused. This is going to be so fun when we can breathe the air. Alright, so that's as high as we can go. These ladders are weird. I couldn't go down. Yeah, see, I'm turned around. Where's the... Here it is. Like, where's the out? Where's our home? There we go. Lots of iron in that whole mess. That's good. I guess we should just go ahead and build another storage box. We already are gonna need it. So much stuff falling. What was coming out of these? Anything that we don't have? Sometimes little meteors have things like uranium, that kind of stuff. Iridium. Looks like just regular stuff. Magnesium. Ooh, aluminum. Cobalt. Iron. Aluminum's handy, though. This could be a good place for more water thingies. But I think there's some over in this area too. Plenty of spots that need it. Okay. This stuff away. Perfect. Ooh. Don't need to be carrying those or that ship. Hey, Crupter, good to see you. Can I make the bigger water purifier? No, we still only have the tier 1. The actual water purifier thingy we don't have yet. The big one that we can just kind of put to get it out of the air. That we don't have. let's go looking for goo. Angle foundation. Okay. This place is still very, very toxic. Our toxicity's, like, ability to be in it is going down just as fast as our oxygen in this one, which is not how the other one was. This is sulfur still, but in the toxic zone. I want to go in there. Look at that. Oof. Yeah, I hate being in the water. That's no fun. Worm a seed. Worm a seed is fun. Apparently there was scrap under there that I clicked. I didn't even realize. Alright, 11 out of 52. Gotta get out of here. This place. Our pod is over here. We're gonna make it. There we go. We made it. We already have 2 nearly full storage boxes full of stuff from this. Doesn't appear to be dropping anything too exciting. And that's probably why part of our inventory's full. We're gonna have some more inventory running up and down the hill. No, we gotta go back and get our other toxic... Like, we're gonna go pick up the toxic water purifier and move it. I keep thinking the toxic water's gonna kill us too, honestly. Because it feels like it should. It definitely feels like it should. Probably need a couple of them for the amount that's going to be in this water. No. Oh, hey, a ladder. Candy, there's a ladder to get you out of the gross water. Okay, this is the aluminum scrap. I love aluminum scrap. You know what else I like? The pitter-patter of our feet in this game. It's so nice. Goo. Oof, oxygen. Hey, that had fabric in it. How do I get out of here? I think we're gonna have to take our oxygen bottle. I don't think we're gonna make it. We might make it. We're right there. Ah, we made it. Close though. That was a bit close. All right, let's take some stuff up the hill. Let's bring the blueprint. We for sure want that. Let's bring a couple pieces of ice so we can make some water bottles. And let's go up the hill back to home. And then we're going to go grab the water thingy and move it. We might also pick up some of the toxic crafting stations and move them to the new base if we're going over there anyway. Came around the corner and I was like, what the heck is that? It's our thingy. Our grass spreader. Look, grass! It looked really exciting and then it kind of despawned when we got too close to it. It looked a lot less exciting. Okay, drink our water. These can go in here. Let's see what the blueprint is for. Oh, tier 3 mining chip. Oh, we can make that right now. Sweet. %30 faster mining. Alright, let's put the iron away. We don't... Oh, we do have a titanium. They're like a... I don't think there is. Just have to control move it. Like one that would just match up and move the things that are relevant. Okay, let's eat our eggplant, get rid of that. Let's eat our squash. That fills us up. Alright, let's go grab some stuff from the old base. We want the water purification thingy, and then if we can handle it, we want to take the toxic processing thing. I forget what the real names of them are. These things have actual names. I don't know what they are. All the new toxic crafty things. We have like full storage boxes of the toxic stuff, so we'll probably have to just move that before we take down the machines. I really want to build that next tier one, but that's a couple of solar panels, although we have quite a bit of aluminum now, so we can probably build a couple of solar panels. I think we said, what, it takes 3 of them to make the next level machine, just from a power perspective. Yeah, see, this thing's done. Here we go. Okay, so we want like this thing, this thing. This thing for sure is just a crafting table, so it's no big deal. This thing. Oh, that's full. We have a lot of ice over here. Oh, it's running. What if we take it down with all the stuff inside? Yeah, we can't. Okay, so we can't take this thing until it finishes processing what it's processing. So we'll leave that. Just brought a bunch of ice back. Don't really need any of this. Maybe we'll bring back some of the crafting materials part of it. Like, these really don't need to be over here long term. Okay, let's go back. We're gonna pop in for oxygen and then bring this right down to the water so we don't accidentally put the resources where we don't want them to be. We should put our communications satellite up on the tower. That would be a fun place for it. Probably could make it to the bottom of the hill, but we won't be able to make it back, so... Grass. It's beginning. 18% toxic eruptions. Just sounds terrible. Yeah, see, this box is full. I knew that, but before I get myself too confused, let's go put the water thingy down here. We'll come back. We're gonna have to put in a second box for toxic stuff. I mean, at this point, I think we need an entire storage room just for goo. I honestly don't think we need as much goo as we're holding on to. But who knows? Maybe that's what we put on the second floor. Just a second floor of storage boxes full of nothing but goo. Alright, so there was water. You can put it in this little puddle just to start. Oh, that's right. We can't even put it in the water until we clear the goo. That's right. I don't think there was any water in the area that we cleared around our new home. Nope. I was taking a wrong turn. I don't think anywhere in this zone was a new patch of water. Maybe at the bottom of this section of hill? Was the bottom of this water? This particular section of the soundtrack is so dramatic. Okay, no, there was no water down here. Guess there just isn't any. Alright, well that's good to know, at least. So we'll just put the water thing away. Are the best thing to do with it. Well, the materials for it. Obviously not the actual thing because can't do it. Completely forgot about that. I need to put something else away first. I need to be able to build a new box. I'm gonna drink that water, and that will give me enough space for enough iron for a second storage box. There we go. And that is all of this. An ore extractor. We're already at ore extractors. We need a ladder to a second floor. So iron, cobalt. Cobalt. A ladder going up. Where do I want to put that? I'd do it there, but it would block my screens, and I feel like that would annoy me. Alright, for now we're just gonna put it here. We can always move it. Forgot, now we're outside of it. More iron. Okay, that was probably an excessive amount of iron, but that's fine. Because what I'm going to want is storage boxes. Okay, so that's... What corner is this? This corner. Okay. What did I just do? This wasn't here before. Super confused. Okay, we're gonna go that far over and put a bunch of storage right from here. Now we're just gonna fill it with goo. Yeah, this bit, like, I just find it so jarring when I'm playing. It's cool. I do like that there's no climbing animation, because I find climbing animations can be really annoying in games. The spores is another one that might need to go upstairs. Alright. We'll end up putting other stuff up there, like the heaters and such. I mean, eventually we'll want all the big ones that go outside. 23%. Our biomass is going up a teeny tiny bit. Heat is still our biggest issue. Yeah, we need this thingy. We could make it now. Well, we don't have the power for it, do we? No. Okay, so we need more solar panels. Iron, magnesium, silicon. Actually, can I make 3 of them? Okay. Iron, magnesium, silicon. 6 cobalt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3 aluminum. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we're gonna go solar panel. I'm all to face the... No, they were facing the right way. Okay. And there. Perfect. Now we want to... It gives us 66 available power, which technically would be enough to build this thingy. And I think we have enough stuff to make it too, because we brought all our resources over. It's 2 of these. Nope, not that. 2 of these, 2 of those, 3 of those. And 1 of these. Yeah. Oh, it's big. It's very big. Oh, and it's very crooked. That is a big machine. Do I want that to be... I'm wondering if where I want that is actually right here. Like, does it fit tucked in? Let's see. Let's test it here. It does not. Okay, so we can't really tuck it into the opening. That's it. Atmospheric water collector. Now we have unlocked the atmospheric water collector. And we're going to want it. Okay, let's try to do this right here and just see how annoying it is. Not really bad. It's not too much worse than any other storage thingy. Is it just bigger? Yeah, okay, so it does all the same stuff, but it has significantly larger storage. Significantly larger. And it's doing plus 38 purification, where the other one was 0.8. Yeah, so instead of 0.8, it's 38. So this is a significant increase. And then I forgot that we never rebuilt this. Iron, silicon, and toxic spores. Never rebuilt the crafting station. Now that does stick out a little bit more. So I could put it... That I could put here. Okay, yeah. See, I can tuck this in here to be lined up. So to make the goo removal explosives, it's a mushroom, a goo, and a sulfur. And then if we want, we can put another storage next to it on this side. I like that better. I like it tucked in here next to this stuff. And it's kind of like across from this, so we can grab stuff, put it in, it'll be great. Ooh, flower pot. Okay, wait, what is it going to take us to make that water purification thingy? Oh, can't build before 1 MPU. Oh, interesting. We unlocked it, but we're not even high enough in general to build it. Haven't seen that yet. Very, very interesting. All right, launch platform is 3 iron, 3 titanium, 3 super alloy. What does this thing take? We should need to make this advanced crafting station. How much power do I have? 23? This thingy takes 12. So 3 aluminum, titanium, magnesium, 3 aluminum, and silicon. Okay, where do I want to put this thingy? This is what I used to have tucked in next to the storage. Was this big crafting table, because it's big. Put it there for now. I don't love it, so it's probably not going to stay there. There's a reason in the other game I had it tucked into the corner. Yeah, I hate it. But anyway, what can we craft? Jetpacks. Oh, the tier 4 backpack. 3 super alloy and a titanium. Do I have more? Yes. And a titanium backpack. Yes. Look at our backpack now. That's so good. Okay. Tier 4 oxygen tank. Do we have the tier 3 already? No. We don't even have the tier 3 oxygen tank. You know what's funny is the comment that I was referring to about the exoskeleton mentioned the oxygen tank, and I just forgot about it till right now. Right now. We are thirsty and hungry. Yeah, the beans are 60. So good. Basically a full meal. I left all my water at home, didn't I? Let's take an ice and make one. It's funny too, because I'm pretty sure my response to the commenter was like, oh yeah, that's going to be our top priority. I forgot until right now. Okay, iron, titanium. I need more iron. Titanium. I already forgot the rest of that recipe. Silicon, magnesium, aluminum. Silicon, aluminum, magnesium. Totally listed those in the wrong order. Okay, so tier 3 oxygen tank. Now we can do 280, but I want to immediately go tier 4, which takes 3 more super alloy and a cobalt. Okay, we're going tier 4. 370 oxygen. Oh, we nearly doubled our ability to go exploring. This is fantastic. All right, what else can we do? Obviously this stuff, but we can't do anything with that yet. We will need rocket engines once we have the landing platform, but again, not really too much we can do there. We need more machines. What's our power at now? 10? Not great. Not great. We could put in another drill. What's our worst one? Definitely heat. Well, technically now it's biomass. What's that take? What does more water spreaders take? Energy's 13. That's crazy. It takes so much energy. We definitely need to find uranium so we can make a nuclear reactor. That's gotta be our thing. We need to find uranium. Now that we can explore further, let's go down the hill and try to work out more of that goo. Because now we can go significantly further. I think the toxicity will get us before the oxygen will. It may even do us good to move this pod. Not really practical, considering I'm pretty sure both storage boxes are still full, but might have been helpful. Because once we clear this out, we can put a ton of water thingies down here. But we're only at 15 out of 52. Out of 52. There's gotta be other really big goo pockets. What's happening over here? What are these things? It's very glowy over here. Can I interact with these? No. Purely decorative. I'm wondering if there's more than goo eventually, because it's interesting the way it's phrased as toxic elements cleaned. It's not specifying goo. Oh, there's a bunch of goo. So much goo. Alright, let's get up there. Go. There's a mod for Stardew that lets you make an on-screen to-do list. That would be so good. I think we found the majority of the rest of the goo. There's some down there. Just in case we need it. I don't want to throw it all away, but we can carry a ton more. Okay, there we go. So now the toxicity is only going down 0.2. Still got to keep an eye on that, though. Do this. Might be pushing this a little close. You do have that emergency oxygen bottle if it ends up being necessary. But I think we can make it back. And then we're at 32. There's 20 more goo to find. Let's put in a third storage box over here. And fill it with goo. Okay, and we're off. I don't think there's 20 more in this section that we're working on, so there's gotta be another section even beyond this. This place has a lot of spots to explore. Ooh, tier 2 atmosphere purifier. Oh, and we just got the one MTI, there's a lot of goo in here. For our overall terraforming, which means we can go home and build that thingy. This is making me very nervous. Going down this tunnel. Good night, Kevin. That's gotta be it, though. There's only 10 left. And we have so much exploring to do. Yep, this is it. This is the last 51 and 52. Fantastic. This place is now clean. Look at all this. Is my inventory full? No. Plastic rod. That's new. We're gonna take that home. I wish we could take this chair. Oh, algae. Come on, let me pick it up. Ship. We gotta get out of here. We've got to get out of here. Our inventory's nearly full. There's a lot of stuff to explore here. I love how much stuff there is. Like, all of this is just so much cooler than the spaceships. And now we can build the water thingies. So we gotta make that a priority to go get what we need. I don't think we left it over here. The guy was smart enough for that. We're cutting it close. Technically, though, this is now our third cleared spot, because the little teeny one near the drop pod was the first one. Okay. What is it going to take me to make this thingy? 2 microplastics and a mushroom. 1 microplastic, no mushrooms. Okay. Let's go up the hill and get the things. Our overall progress is going to fall way behind if we don't start picking up the pace with getting things built. The power is a really big problem for that. Okay. First of all, let's go up to the goo floor and drop all that off. The plastic rod in here. Okay, so for these... Didn't I get a water bottle? Yeah, I did. Oh, let's see what the blueprint is. Ooh, living compartment corner. We can put a corner on the base. Fun. Okay, purification gel. We don't have that yet. So 4, ideally, microplastics. What gets us the microplastics again? Oh, the goo. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can put in 2 of them, and then, yeah, let's go back up and grab some goo and put it in the machine. Look how much more this holds. Crazy. Biomass is going up slow. Heat's definitely the worst, for sure. What does it take to make that satellite or communication antenna? Oh, 15 power. That's why. Forgot. It's the power thing again. How much aluminum do we have? I think a lot. Yeah, we can put in one more solar panel, which would be enough to make the antenna. So, iron, magnesium. Ooh, that's our last one. Wait, do I need it for the thingy? I do. Okay. We gotta go find an iron. Iron, magnesium, silicon. See, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. We were gonna go do the water thingy. And an aluminum. Nope, we didn't make the water thingy. Actually, it still says can't build before 1 MPU. Oh, we have... Wait, MTI? What's the MPU? Oh, is that the purification level? I thought like the 1.0 was just the overall terraformation index is what we were looking for. But it's MPU and KPU is purification. So I wonder if we need to get to 1 MPU before we can get water out of the atmosphere, which would actually make sense. So I think we just need another iron from out here. It would make sense if that was the case. We need to get that cleaned up. And if that is the case, then we really need to pick up our pace. Oh, are you talking about the floating water things? Yeah, no, that was what we were doing before we got sidetracked with this. I have all the stuff in my inventory, and then we needed to process goo, so then I was looking at the power that it took for something else. But we still have everything in my pocket. But then looking at the screen to look at the power reminded me that we have the communication screen that we can't do anything with yet because we don't have the communication antenna. Can we not build here because it's not technically our spot? It was such a good idea. I really wanted it to be up here. Alright. Never mind. We'll put it right here. I don't know. It at least looks like it fits the vibes of this location. Oh, you were thinking the air water one when you asked? Okay, so now that we have that down... Have we read these messages yet? No, we haven't. Oh. Okay, so we knew this. You have to put a toxic water collector to clean all the water surfaces. Each toxic water surface has a given number of toxic water you have to extract before being able to place a water collector on it. So we can put the regular water collectors on the water now. Not that we can, but we could. This was just the like the detoxification of the goo. This is the standard message from the last time that was like, you know, the whole convict thing. Our sentence is commuted to an extradition. Fully terraform this planet. Our sensors will periodically scan your progress and send you the required blueprints. We're not allowed to leave the planet. Okay, let's go do the water stuff. And based on that wording about toxic water being extracted, it does imply that we have to go and pull all the water out of it. Or have that done at least. So that it keeps working. We're going to start with this teeny tiny little puddle. Over there's a lot of water. I wonder how much toxicity there is over there. It's probably gonna be my next direction. Although we still haven't even explored all of the stuff over here. Like any of the buildings, really. There's no way this one's gonna take very long. There's so little water in it. This one over here is going to take a long time. And actually, I think we should probably put it near this side. Oh, maybe we'll put it over here and do this water first. We'll do the waters closest to this little central spot. Here we go. Okay, so all this water will get processed. This is a bigger puddle than I thought, so when that teeny tiny puddle is done, we'll move the other one over here. These don't take very much power. 0.8 each. So we might just have to get a bunch more microplastics and mushrooms and just spam the place with them. We're gonna go this way really quick just to see what's over here. Let's grab some oxygen before we do that. Oxygen. And... oh, okay. I hopped out before it was full. Wasn't wearing my patient pants. Alright, let's go check out over here. I'm intrigued by, like, the iciness. It looks like there's snow over here. It's a lot of toxic water. It's a lot of toxic water. Nothing interesting over here. I mean, it's just more sulfur. Oh, hello. Little pods. Going on up here. Blueprint chip. We want that. They're such cool little places. Okay, and then under here. We'll take the iridium, take the microplastics. Hey, the biodome! Oh, we so want the biodome. Okay, let's take this blueprint chip. I'm gonna go to this side. Definitely want the biodome. It doesn't tell you how much there is to clean up that I've seen. Ah, iridium rod. Tungsten. That's the new material for here. Iridium rod's good. That means we can make one really good heater. We want the mushroom. We want the fabric. We're going to eat the food. We're going to take the lerma seeds because we can make more fabric thingies out of that. The hydration level is low. One of these boxes have water in it? Can't remember. I don't think it did. Oh, it did. Aha. It did. Okay, let's get out of here. My oxygen is not happy about this adventure, so there is more stuff over there. We'll have to go back. There's so much toxic water. I honestly think this is the type of thing that unless you get drones going to empty them, it will take an eternity. Because we can put one in here everywhere we go. I wonder if this little puddle is too little to need one. Because I feel like there should have been water in it already. And there wasn't. And boom. Okay. We have a bunch of lerma seeds. Let's put away the flower things. The lerma seeds, the tungsten can get put away. I want to go home and do that. We have enough to build another water purifier. Oh, it is pulling water out of here. Alright. But yeah, no, it doesn't say anywhere. Oh, wait, it does. Oh, you gotta go on the water and get the angle right. So there's 6 out of 125. Do you think the water is all counted for, like, the entire biome of spot that we cleared out, you know? There's no way there's 125 water in that little puddle. 7 out of 125. Okay, so the 125 is the entire area, which does mean, I mean, that implies that I think we can have it just in the puddle and have it keep going. I'm gonna put another one right next to this one. It's one of those things where, like, you've got to get the angle on it just right at the bottom. The bottom tube. And just right there it is. Nope, it's gone again. 8. Curious to see if it's like individual little bodies of water. Like if we could just get all 125 out of this little puddle. Alright, let's make a run home. What do we want to bring? We want to bring our lermas. We want to bring... Let's bring the iridium upstairs. And that's another lerma. We'll bring that. Okay, we have a lot to go home. Good thing we have our big backpack, because even with the big backpack, it's a lot of trips. It is a lot of trips. I really would like to find the biomes where we can get these materials. And then ideally, it would be nice to put some extractors in them. We have ore extractors as an option, we just don't have the power. Look at all this grass. We technically make more. What does the biodome take? Are you super out? Okay, wait. I need to stop looking at blueprints standing outside. 3 super alloy. Do we have that? We have 2, but we could make more. We could make more. Let's put the toxic water in here. Silicon, titanium. We can make one of the big heaters. Okay. Silicon, titanium, and aluminum. Oh, we can't because it takes power. How much power? 17 and a half? Dang it, we only have 13. Ah! Dang it. Alright, we need to figure that out first. So before we do any of that, let's just put all this away and deal with one thing at a time. One thing at a time. In my recent long dark playthroughs, have I bothered with the travois? No. Only because I haven't lasted long enough to matter. I die too fast to have to worry about it, unfortunately. I'm gonna eat this squash. Those are gonna go in here. I was gonna put my lerma in here, but already this box is too full. Let's read our blueprints. Oh, the recycling machine. Fun. GPS satellite. Also fun. Tier 2 torch. Okay. I still haven't noticed any acid rain happening. Have not noticed it at all. Okay, so this thingy takes 12 energy. Can we craft? We can't. For this, we need that purification gel. But we can't craft it here yet. Is there a more advanced crafting station? Nope. Is purification gel one of the things we unlock in our blueprints? Anything? Oh, there's a separate one for this. It is. Okay, so when we get to 750, we get purification gel. When we get to 480, we get the next level water collector. So we're pretty close to that. We need another one of these ones. It only takes 1.1 energy for tier 1s. So purification capsules, which are made from here with chlorine, the purified water, and the toxins. Some of those going. Toxins. The icons are so teeny tiny. We need 3 of them. Okay, so chlorine comes from these guys. Put those guys in there. Purified water, toxins. And we need it to make me chlorine from those. We do one more, which is actually all we need to do one of them. 2 microplastics and a mushroom. Perfect. Okay. Just gonna hide all my stuff over here. Blend into the atmosphere over here. So that'll help a little bit. Purification will go up a little tiny bit more. We need to get mushrooms. I've been kind of ignoring the mushrooms. And we're out of them now. We might have left some behind. Like, I don't think we got all of the random toxic things from the old base that we could have. Really need to... Oh, there's a mushroom in here. Okay. Eat that so we can put that in there. Space whatever random ways we can. Really, I just need another miscellaneous box. But I don't really have a place that I want to put one at the moment. Let's put... I don't even think I can. Do I even have 3 iron? No, I'm 1 short. Let's grab an iron, and then we're going to put one next to the food growers and the ladder. And we're going to make that one specifically be for, like, the extra plant seeds and stuff. I love our grass. We got to keep spreading it. It makes such a difference to see some greenery for the first time. Okay, yeah, so we're going to put a storage box right here. And that is where we're going to put the seeds. Maybe even the extra plants. Definitely the extra food. Potentially these plants too. I don't know. Will they fit nicely? Might be overwhelming it. I'm going to try to do it anyway. I mean, it's the majority of what's in this box, which is the problem. But it'll work. Okay. The mushroom. Well, that was for this thing. The mushroom, 2 microplastics, and that thingy. Okay. Put another purifying thing over here. Kind of tucked back with this one. It's a good point, actually. You're right. I don't need those plants immediately, so I could tuck it upstairs. Because I think what I'm going to put is the biodome off that way. So much power, though. 37. Ugh. We really need the 86 from the nuclear generator. But we have 1 uranium, and we need 10. I mean, I think I have a couple random ones other places, but... 34 energy for every ore extractor. Yeah, we really need nuclear power. The solar's just not going to cut it. Solar is just not going to cut it. 55 energy for the launch platform? It's crazy. Even though grass growers take 14. I only have 10. Can't even put down that. Our little wind turbines. 8 wind turbines giving us 9.6 power. They're so cute. Our 8 solar panels, by comparison, are giving us 156. We could go take down the other detox machine. Oh, I need a water. We could go take down the other detox machine because we're wasting power on it. There we go. Let's make one more run to the old base as we wrap up here. Let's see what we left over here. That'll be the next thing. I mean, technically the next thing needs to be go back and finish exploring that POI we just cleared out. Because we barely scratched the surface there. Like, we ran around and looked at a couple little places, but we have hardly made a difference here. Okay, so this thing is finally done. Take all of it, and then we had more stuff in here. Let's take these, the full box, water and food in here, a uranium, just one though. We have even more of this stuff over here. We're gonna need a lot of storage for these things. I feel like we could easily fill a box with each one. A box of toxins, a box of water. It is a lot. And down. The way you slowly sink, because the jetpack just kind of keeps you floating and we're going downhill. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Yeah, we definitely can make more storage. Space is the issue. But I might just keep going with our attic storage situation for lesser used items. So this box was starting out as kind of like the processed items box. Oliver's not really. And then this one was kind of the process things, and then technically the spores haven't made it into this machine yet. This isn't quite full. But yeah, like once we have an assortment up here, we can easily fill our second floor. Just keep going with storage around it. Let's label this goo. Oops. Stop it. So we've got our 2 goo boxes. And then we could just keep going around with attic backstock. We are going to need more general storage though, so maybe I'll just make this entire thing one row bigger. Like if I add 2 more here, then my entire storage hallway can come out further, and I can put this thing tucked into the corner like I like, because this really is going to bug me. It's sticking out so far. It needs to either be at the end of the row, so you're never really walking past it that way, or tucked into an opening like the storage boxes are. And I think I'm going to go like we did with this one, tucking it in. I'll probably go out 1 more. We're kind of out of iron completely. Gotta go clear some more scrap. But we should save that for next time. Actually, you know what? It's not a school night. Let's go get more scrap. I was gonna say, I should wrap this up, but it's not a school night, so we should take advantage. I don't really stream on non-school nights anymore. It's irregular for this to be a thing. So let's at least get enough to build that extension and put in some more storage. I want to finish that project. So let's grab iron. There's probably a bunch in the box. We could probably just go to the old house. There was a ton of basics in there. Iron, titanium, iron. What does it take for those again? Oh yeah, just iron and titanium. Okay. That's at least enough for 3. I'm gonna bring some more ice back, actually. Just like 3. Make some more water. And let's clear out some goo. We'll go put it in our goo attic. I keep wanting to say glue. Goo attic. Funny what a difference not having to get up until 7 is compared to 6:30. Especially when the dogs are still getting up at 4:30 every day, so it's not like I'm sleeping past 4:30. Sometimes I can fall back asleep. But generally speaking, I'm up till 4:30 anyway. Go. Okay, so now we want this to go out 1 more level. Oops, nope. We're gonna take this thing apart. And we're gonna go with more storage boxes. That here. Then we're gonna build this thingy. Nope, I hate it. Now let's try that again. It needs to be 1 more level tucked in. There we go. See, now it lines up with the storage. This side, we should be able to put storage as well. Yes, now it is seamlessly lined up. Okay. And how much more storage can I put in over here? It's lined up nicely. Perfect. Only 1. We're out of iron again. What else do we have here that I can put away? Nothing really? Titanium? Let's grab more iron. There's places we left scrap on the ground, which is a good source of iron. So let's grab those. There's a bunch more down here around the corner. Oh, let's grab this mushroom. And go grab that over there. Need to make sure we're grabbing these mushrooms. I don't know if they grow back. There are empty storages over there. Yeah, we could go move the empty storage boxes. This is just cobalt, silicon, iron, titanium. And do 1 more. Oh, scraps. Perfect. Yep, it's full. I'm going to grab... Did I see a mushroom up here? Yes. Okay, now we're full. Grab the mushroom, take that back. All this scrap is super handy. It reminds me of the scrap laying around on in Subnautica, where you can like go get the individual pieces of titanium, or you can find those big scrap piles. That looks like lava for a second. It's the underside of one of those plants, those ones right there. But I was like, is that lava? It's not lava. Make sure these are lined up correctly. Because nothing will annoy me more than them sticking out wrong. It feels further away, but I don't think it is. This one is. That one is. We want it fully lined up. There we go. And then maybe... No, we're short of iron. I was going to say maybe one right there. That should be okay. I might rearrange this. Now is the time to do it when we don't have that much stuff. I feel like maybe I want all the main ones in a row. So like iron, magnesium, and then this side would be the kind of more random ones. The sulfur, the uranium. Because I always kind of look at it the same way. Kind of like this, right? Iron, titanium, cobalt, silicon. Actually, you know what? Really? If I just move magnesium down here, I feel like that will make me feel better. That really will be all it takes to make me feel better. Because I feel like that just flows when I'm thinking of like the things, the main things. It's iron, magnesium, silicon, titanium, cobalt. So iron, titanium, cobalt, silicon, magnesium. Those being in a row just makes me happy. And then aluminum is the other kind of main one. But... So then the question is, do I want aluminum to be like across, you know what I mean? So if I'm trying to grab it, do I want it to be like right here? More across from the main ones? I think I kind of do. So this would be aluminum. Aluminum. Can go here. I think I'll put the super alloys right here. They can have their own box now. All two of them. Let's get rid of the rest of this stuff. So silicon. Our one lonely iron. Cobalt. Okay. This one can say sulfur. This one can just be iridium. This one I'll make uranium. Even though right now they don't have to have their own boxes, very quickly they will need their own boxes. So if we just have it set up that way for now, like right off the bat. So this one, what do we put there? Aluminum, sulfur, iridium, uranium. Super alloys right here. Let's put tungsten in here. I don't know where that will need to go, but I feel like for now that makes sense, right? And then we've got two storage boxes at the end that technically don't have anything right now. The mushrooms can go in here. That makes sense for them. Ah! No! No! Oh, no! Dang it. Hey, at least we're in the house. And my inventory was empty, so we didn't really lose anything. I was trying to go for the purified water in here. Too slow. Oh, it's raining! Whoa! It's raining! Acid rain, technically, but that's okay. Yeah, we were doing so well not dying. It all fell apart. Alright, we need to turn this ice all into water. Because I should have had one in my pocket. And that wouldn't have been a problem. Do we have the tier 2 agility boots already? Wait, we don't have agility boots at all? How do we not have agility boots? What? We found the jetpack. I thought we had the agility boots, but we don't. The jetpack is what we have. How is that a thing? Okay, hold on. We need to make these. Squirrel. Fabric is going to be the problem, though. We only have 2 fabric. I think we have random fabric other places. We can at least make the first level one to get the 15% bonus. That means we're not getting the chair right away. I almost made the chair because we had the fabric, but we need the boots. Boots are the priority, so we can move faster. And then ideally we need 2 more fabric. We have that at the other base where I'm going to look. We can bring over other random stuff too, but I want to go see if we have fabric that we left over here. And then I'm going to check down the hill too in that random storage. Just to see. Can't believe we haven't had the fast boots. It's as bad as the oxygen issue. Alright, let's see. Yeah, no, we just have the random kind of nonsensey toxic things. Alright, well let's bring all of this. And then focus on the iron from these boxes. Because iron is the thing that we don't have very much of at home. I'm going to take down this storage box too, so we get that iron. And then with the space that we have left, let's take the cobalt. I don't know. Doesn't really matter at that point. Okay. Back home. I feel like we're moving faster even with the jetpack. Eventually we'll be able to craft our own fabric and then it won't be such a big deal. A little patch of grass looks so nice. Ooh, the biolab. Alright, we're getting all kinds of big things that we need to build. So finding uranium, top priority. Food can go in there, extra water and oxygen. We're gonna take 1 back of each. And then... yeah. We need a miscellaneous plants box up here. Because putting this in the attic is a good idea. Just not something I'll use very often, so easy enough to run upstairs and grab it when we need it. You can do the same for the seeds, honestly, but we'll deal with that later. Okay. Still got 2 rows in here. Uranium. Iron. Cobalt. And silicon. New base was a great idea. Because, let's be real, my other one probably would have stayed unorganized for a long time. Adventure box. This is our adventure box with our food and water. Algae doesn't belong in there. Our food, our water, our oxygen, our goo bombs. We're gonna put algae in with the seeds. That makes no sense, but let's just call it the food box, which makes the algae make even less sense, but we just can't think about it too hard and it will all be fine. As long as we don't think too hard about it, it will all make sense. Alright, let's go down the hill and grab some stuff out of there. I think we left things... There might be fabric in there. And we'll empty our water purifiers too. We need to do that. In fact, I should probably do that, then check the storage so I don't fill my pockets. Be the smarter way to do that. But first we're going to check. Nope. 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 Okay. Alright, so these water thingies, 21 extracted. Not too bad. $22. We're almost 1/6 of the way. I feel like we're gonna need a backstock box for toxic water too. Let's bring these seeds back. Bring the uranium back. No rush on the tungsten, honestly. We'll come back for it. All that stuff's gonna come home eventually. Attic storage is such a good idea. We had like a little bit of it last time, but not a full setup. I mean, we might even need a couple of these. I think in the last game, plants storage was an issue for us constantly. I'm tempted to keep going, like, down this storage as well, but I think we might have something go off this way. Either the biodome or the biolab. I feel like one of them could go off from here, so we shouldn't block it. But we could come this way. Just because we're gonna end up with a lot of this stuff too. A lot of this stuff. Easily 3 boxes worth. Stop trying to give me the thing. Three boxes would be all of my iron. It's fine. Okay. Storage box. How far out would it stick if I put one on this side? Because that's what I meant to do. Yeah. I mean, this one will be fine here, I think. Except I don't really know what I would put... Uh-oh. Oh, no, I did it right. Okay. I thought for a second that I took down the room, even though that's not possible. Thank goodness. Okay, so this is going to be... purified water? Oh, perfect. See, purified water fits the whole thing. What's the other thing? Toxins and microplastics. Toxins. Microplastics. Fantastic. Okay. All of our purified water is going to go in here. All of our toxins are going to go in here. Our microplastics are going to go in here. What am I going to call this stuff? We're going to call this raw... I almost did H2O too because I thought it wasn't going to fit. Raw toxics. I'll know what that means. So that's going to be our goo, our toxic spores, and our mushrooms is like the raw resources of them. And then this one is going to be processed toxics. Ha. So that's like our polymers, this plastic rod, anything that comes out of here. So these capsule thingies. So we want to move... Oh, I forgot a box for the... Oh, we're a box short. We need one for the chlorine thingies. Also, this isn't centered anymore, which is kind of annoying. I might fix that. Might not. Microplastics. Toxins. Go. See, toxins is already almost full. As we get it out with the water. I feel like the box upstairs needs to just be toxic water before it's processed in, because once we process it, it takes double the space. Okay, so chlorine dioxide. I need a box for that. We need iron. Uranium goes here. Seeds can go here. 3 iron. I'm going to take a quick run through this POI. I'm sure that we will find more iron as we do that. Because we barely went in anywhere. We went all up in that place. So I don't think we could get inside of it. I crashed. Obviously there's all the scrap we can take down too. But I want to see... I think this is aluminum scrap though. We do want this. Yes, it is. That was just metal. Not really necessary. Though it did give me the iron I was looking for. Grab everything out of here. Ooh, a fabric. Fantastic. Alright, let's check in here. A jetpack and some space food. Oxygen capsule. Watch my oxygen here, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so there really was just that one room on that side. Oh, they're labeled. T. So it has a C on it. I think we've been in this one. Okay, so there's a lot of technical debris we can get once we have that tier 2 deconstructor. Lots of uranium. We want to prioritize that. Let's eat the space food. We want the aluminum. Take everything. We'll leave the plants. Yes, there is more in there to get. Let's get out of here before my oxygen kills me. And we're thirsty. Because of course we are. Let's take the tungsten home. Put something in our tungsten box. We have water. I don't know why I'm acting like we don't. We definitely do. Definitely have water. Get up here, we're gonna put this stuff away. Alright, let's see. The uranium can go in the uranium box. We're halfway to a uranium rod. Tungsten's over here. I like the color of it. This cool teal. Adventure box is where our food's gonna go, and the oxygen capsules. Take one of each back because I don't want to lose it. I'm gonna label this as fabric for now. Obviously there's gonna be other stuff that goes in here, but I'm not sure what yet, so for lack of other options and until I have a better understanding, I'm gonna put my jetpack in there. Makes no sense, and later I'm gonna be like, where's my jetpack? Not that it matters, like I have a jetpack, so I don't know what I would need with another one. I could probably put it through the recycling machine later. Titanium, cobalt. We immediately take 3 of that iron back because the reason I did all this was to get one more storage box. And that is gonna be for the chlorine, right? Yeah. Chlorine dioxide, but we're just gonna call it chlorine. That's what fits. Okay. Purified water. Microplastics. Alright, our toxins box is already full. Can I put it back in here? Oh good, I can. Okay. You can't take stuff out once you've put it into process, but you can put stuff back in here. We'll need an overflow box for that, obviously. But we're not there yet. Perfect. Empty pockets. None of these things are ready yet, so that's okay. Alright, I think we did really good. We cleared that space out. It seems mostly empty. We've got to go back through the tube. We cleared out like that last bit through the tube. There was, I think, some stuff over there. And we left a little bit of basic resources like around the corner where that water was. So we do still have some stuff over there. Tier 5 backpack. But it's already up to 5. Alright, so our next priority really does need to stay being figuring out how to get uranium for a nuclear generator. We need nuclear power. Somewhat desperately. I think our best bet for that is still going to be the blue boxes. We got to keep running around looking for the boxes on the ground. Because so far that's where we found everything that we have. Is just random spots. And power is our biggest limiting factor right now. A lot of the big things we need that are going to really help us out here are going to take a lot of power. The better purification thingies, more biomass things, the 2 modules for the base, the biodome and the biolab both take a lot. We can't make the biolab without osmium anyway, so we got to find that. That's another resource. We don't know where to find it. Our purification is up to 6%. We were at 2% at the start, so we made good progress there. 138 goo cleaned up of 2,000, and 3 of 32 toxic areas cleaned. So, quite a bit there. We gotta get to 480. Oh, we're so close. We're at 469. So we're almost to this tier 2 toxic water collector. Probably will take more power than we're gonna have to be able to run it, but that will be for next time. But we made really good progress. I mean, we've got a whole second base. It's way more organized, so we're on track for having a nice, clean, working, organized space that makes sense for us. So I love that. And yeah, we'll pick up next time with more adventuring and more cleaning. That'll probably be next week. I don't know. I was alternating between this and Outer Worlds 2, but I'm kind of on a roll with this one, so maybe we'll play this again on Tuesday. Thursday's the holiday, so there won't be a stream, so there's only one more stream this week, and I'll decide. It'll either be Outer Worlds 2 because we're alternating, or we're going to come back to this one because I feel like we're right in the middle of a lot of big projects. So I'll assess that. But anyway, it will be on the Discord first, and then the streams get put up on YouTube on the day of. So if you enjoyed tonight's stream and you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss the next one. And until then, have a good one, everybody.